How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Red Vibe Rebuild Challenge. Today's team in focus, Manchester United. And Ollie just hasn't got them playing well at the moment, has he? He hasn't got them playing at all. I mean, it's the 26th of October today as I'm recording this. Just a couple of days ago, Manchester United suffered a 5-0 home loss at Old Trafford to Liverpool. It's just not working at the moment. The Ollie ball's not working. Ollie's at the wheel, but he's not driving them in the right direction. So we've got to step in and we're going to try our very best to do what we can to once again establish Manchester United as the biggest and most successful club in world football. Yes, that is the dizzy heights that we're setting ourselves today. That is the challenge. This rebuild, we have to win. The league, the Champions League, you name it, we want to win it. We want trophies, trophies, trophies. And I'll tell you why. £163 million in the transfer budget is a ridiculous amount of money, especially on top of the talent that the game already gives us. We've already got the players from the real-life transfer window that just happened. Varane, Cristiano Ronaldo, for Christ's sake, Sancho. And we get 3 additional players on top of that, guys. Plus, remember, the 1 additional, potentially, if we need it, in January. Let's remind you of the rules real quick. I can only make up to 3 signings in the first summer transfer window. We can make an additional 1 signing in the winter transfer window if we want to. We can only promote 1 player from the youth academy each season. The entire season then is simulated with the exception of the last competitive game. So there we have it. As I said, we want to win the league. We want to win the Champions League. Winning one of those 2 will make this a success. But we have to do very well at both of those goals. And then domestic trophies, FA Cup, League Cup, we need to be doing really well and potentially winning one of those as well. That's how big this Manchester United rebuild is. That's how much we need to be succeeding with this team. So here is the squad that we're blessed with off the bat, just by the game, without making any signings. It's unreal. It's really, really good, isn't it? I mean, we've got De Gea in goal, 84 rated. The back line, Varane, Maguire, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka on the fullback positions. We've changed the shape, a little bit unorthodox as you get towards the midfield here. We've got Fred Fernandes and Pogba in, again, a slightly weird shape in the midfield. Then we've got Ronaldo, Sancho and Rashford up top, who have been pushed up to wingers, by the way. So their ratings have gone up, or Rashford's has at least. And some of our sub-players like Greenwood, their ratings have been improved merely by changing them from midfielders to wingers. So this is good. In terms of the tactics, we've got press after possession loss with our defensive style. And our offensive style is fast build-up, forward runs. Now, I know a press isn't really associated with Manchester United at the moment, particularly under Ollie, because a lot of people have been talking about how Manchester United are basically incapable of pressing as a team. I'm here to change that. We are going to make Manchester United become a pressing team, and I think we definitely still have the minerals up front to be fast build up with forward runs as our main source of chance creation. We have brilliant attacking flair, and I think we need to use it. So first things first, how did we do in our pre-season tournament, the American Challenge Cup? It was worth about 11 or 12 million pounds, and as you can see here, we didn't win it. Let's go to the group stage. We did finish second. We got a draw against Juve. We then went on to defeat Minnesota United, as you'd expect, and then we unfortunately lost to Atletico at the end, which meant that we qualified in second place. We're drawn against Barcelona and unfortunately lost that 1-0. They went on actually to lose the final in an El Clasico pre-season friendly between Real Madrid and Barcelona. So we're probably going to have got about 5 or 6 million from getting to the semi-finals, which is kind of luxury at this point. Like, we don't need it. We have 160 mil in the bank and we got a little bit added to it. It could affect us, but I doubt it. So are you guys ready to see my first signing as Manchester United boss? A controversial one, perhaps. We've already got some aging players. Ronaldo, 36 up front. Cavani, 35. Who have we signed? It's Manuel Neuer for £16 million. He joins us from Bayern Munich at a 90 rating. He is 35, but think about it like this. Even if he goes down in rating by 3 or 4 in the season, he's still going to be better than David De Gea, who is currently an 84 rating. We also will be able to get money from selling David De Gea, and Manuel Neuer was an absolute bargain. I just said that we may not need the extra money in the literal last clip, but I'm actually thinking about it. Good players to improve the Manchester United squad, they're going to cost a lot, and I mean a lot, of money. So actually, this could be a really good way of getting in a keeper who's going to be absolutely excellent all season, but also is going to enable us to actually raise some more cash to sign those world-class players that we need to somehow improve the immense talent that we already have. Neuer is a leader. He's a sweeper keeper. He's still got some years left in him. He signs for 3 years, and he signs, I think it was 100k a year plus a 500k sign-on bonus. So I will see this as good business. That remains to be seen, depending on how we do this season. And we have broken the bank for our second signing of the episode, and it's another German. This time, 26-year-old Joshua Kimmich comes into Manchester United for £145.5 million. Those are the sorts of figures we're talking about in football these days, ladies and gentlemen. 145.5 mil for the 26-year-old in his prime, takes the number 15 shirt. I actually quite like that for Kimmich. He is probably the best CDM in the world, isn't he? Besides someone like Kante, maybe Casemiro. Upcoming, you've got players like Declan Rice, Tonali, but this man right here is pretty much the best you can get in that position. And that is what Manchester United need. And the fans have been crying out, haven't they, for a CDM for about 2 seasons now. That is the missing piece of the puzzle in a lot of people's minds. So hopefully Kimmich now can come in and pretty much make this Manchester United team the best in the world. And this is our first outgoing. It's huge as well. Not only have we sold David De Gea, but look at the club that he's gone to. Watford. Big moves from them. They sign the 84 rated goalkeeper for £28.4 million. We get 25 mil added to the transfer budget. That's going to help us if we want to sign someone else. And it's going to have to be someone very good. But for now, David De Gea, thanks for all your service for Manchester United, but it's Dean Henderson now in the shadows of Manuel Neuer who are going to grow this season. And if we do come around to doing a second season with this Manchester United team, Dean Henderson might be quite close to Manuel Neuer's rating, who knows. But for now, bye-bye De Gea. Next up is Juan Mata, who leaves to Newcastle United. They've got big money now. I don't know if the game's actually updated like their transfer budget, their ownership situation. I don't think they have probably yet, but 7.8 million for Juan Mata. Again, 6.5 added to the transfer budget, and Juan Mata was probably not going to get a game for us really this season. So I think that's a good deal for all parties. We've got to be careful though, because we do want some squad depth. It's a good job we got Jesse Lingard. I think a lot of Manchester United fans wouldn't be too displeased if this happened in real life. Fred has agreed personal terms with Spurs, so he's another exit now. He leaves for 21.3 million. Again, we're getting some money. We've got 1 or 2 more players that we want to potentially sell, and 18.5 million pounds added to our transfer budget. Phil Jones, however, one player who we can't seem to ship at the moment to Sassuolo. They did come in with an offer, but the transfer talks have broken down. I think Phil Jones probably won't take the pay cut. Why would he? And the next player to leave is Edinson Cavani. I just don't think, as sad as this is, that we can accommodate both Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo. They're both like aging elite forwards, but Ronaldo is obviously just that extra level above. So if one of them was going to be sold, of course it would have to be Cavani, especially as Ronaldo just arrived as well, and it's the whole romantic story of him coming back and all that good stuff. Cavani was actually really good for United in spells, and at points he gets goals. He's just an elite striker, isn't he? But 20.9 million he sells for to Lyon, so he's going to go and have a good end of his career at Lyon. We get 18 mil. Who are we going to sign as our last player in the transfer window? I'll tell you who, shall I? Here we go. It is Richarlison, who joins us for £61 million from Everton. And guys, we still have some money left over. Now, I just thought, with Fred leaving, we lose a little bit of that South American, that Brazilian swagger. Maybe a little bit of the commercial side of it as well, not having a Brazilian in the squad. Is Alex Telles Brazilian? He might be, so maybe ignore me. But anyway, we get Richarlison, who is one of the Premier League's most promising young up-and-coming strikers, and he's coming into his sort of prime now. He's 24, so he's entering that stage of his career where he's going to be really lethal. He reminds me of a sort of Mahrez figure here, in terms of like what the signing means for us, because Mahrez is a kind of player who doesn't necessarily start every game for City, but he comes in and he's elite when he needs to be. And I think we can get that out of Richarlison, sort of up front or on the left wing. We still have Martial, Sancho, Rashford, Greenwood, Ronaldo. It's an immense, immaculate front line, but yeah, this has massively strengthened us now. And still, £57.64 million left in the transfer budget. So when you actually push that, it's about 60, depending on what kind of player we want to go for in January. But that is our squad settled now. There might be 1 or 2 more outgoings. We'll see how that goes. But that is pretty much the squad settled for the season. Shall we have a look at it, guys? Here we go. Neuer in goal at a 90 rating. Maguire, the captain, alongside Varane at the back. Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, that's basically the same back line. We've got Kimmich in there now, alongside Fernandes and Paul Pogba, with Ronaldo, Sancho and Rashford up front. So really, the only player we've signed who comes into our starting 11, well, there's 2, Kimmich and Neuer as well. At the moment, Richarlison not even getting on the bench because we do want to also give some game time to Greenwood. But between Greenwood, Martial and Richarlison, the backup for that front line that you see on the starting 11 there is so good. It's so good, guys. But that is the squad. I think we can do bits this season. Let's see how we do in the league. But first, there may be 1 or 2 more exits. First of all, we have Nemanja Matic, who leaves to Roma, so reuniting with his old gaffer, Jose Mourinho, for 7.9 mil. Not bad. A little bit more money for us. We move. And that'll be it, guys. The end of transfer deadline day. Let's have a look at how we did in the first month of the season as well. So we've got our squad finalised. The players that we know we want to use are all there. They're all available. And we know the squad that we've got. But there we go. We got 6 points out of 9 in August, which actually isn't great. I mean, we had Leeds, Southampton and Wolves. You need to be getting 7 to 9 points out of that. We take 6. I'll put it down to a little blip, an early season blip against technically rivals in Leeds United. But we can't be getting too many more of those results, especially at Old Trafford. But we did bounce back quite well. Now moving on to September, where we start our Champions League action, which could be interesting. So this first month, we got a home game against Newcastle. We should be winning that. We do. We then have a game against Villarreal away in the Champions League. It's tough, but we do win that one as well. Could this be a perfect month? West Ham, 4-1 win. Away in the Cup, it's Brentford now, and we get a win in that one as well. Villa, we get a win in that as well. And then Besiktas, I think this is Besiktas, it's a perfect month. That is exactly the sorts of signs I wanted to see from this new squad that we've assembled for Man United. Brilliant. Okay, we get perfect results in that month. A lack of clean sheets, perhaps, slightly concerning, but we are outscoring our opponents, and if we're doing that and winning games, I don't mind too much. Here we are in the meeting room. We're in a nice restaurant, actually, with Paul Pogba. Let's see if we can get that elusive contract. Is that Raiola? Let's see if we can get this elusive contract signed. Okay, he wants 3 years without a release clause. That's fine. Salary-wise, bro, can we drop his salary? Let's try 160 without a signing bonus and see what he says to that. That's a reasonable offer. Okay, we've just actually reduced Pogba's wages. I'll take that. We're also in here with Jesse Lingard. He's on 98k a week now. I'm going to try and get that down to 70 and see what he says to that. He wants 74 plus some bonuses. We'll remove the bonus. That should be all right. Another pay cut. I'll take it. Some more good results in the month of October. Very disappointed about that loss to Liverpool down on the 24th in the bottom left of your screen there. We've managed to reduce it from 5 to 1 after Ollie's departed and we've joined. At least that's good, but we still haven't taken any points off them, which is a shame. It was at Old Trafford as well, so that is really annoying. We also dropped some points to Everton on the 2nd at the beginning of the month, but I still think we're going to be quite healthily at the top of the table here. And another okay month. We did actually lose a game in the Champions League in the middle of the month there against Villarreal. I think we're still going to be doing okay because we got the double over Young Boys in the Champions League. I think we'll still qualify. A draw to Watford, not the best, on the 20th. We also did draw to Manchester City, which I'll take that. And we did actually win away at Chelsea. So taking 3 points at Stamford Bridge could be huge. We need to be taking at least some points and getting some wins off of our title rivals this season, as you guys will probably know. So that's a decent month again, but just a little bit annoyed about that loss and maybe the Watford draw as well. So this is the busy one. Starting off with a draw against Arsenal, then Palace, and we get a 1-0 win against them. Then we have, I think, Besiktas in the Champions League, which we draw 2-2. Should be enough to qualify us through to the knockout stages. Norwich next. Well, no, we can't be drawing to Norwich. Next up, Brentford. We get a 3-1 win against them. Okay, let's continue this month in a minute. So we're nearly at the end of December, which, guys, as you know, is such a busy month. We get some dodgy results in the month of December. We get a draw against Burnley there on the 29th. We get a draw also against Norwich in the league. Burnley and Norwich, not two teams we should be drawing against. The good thing is, no losses. and also a lot of good wins peppered in there as well. We take a fair amount of points out of the available points we had in front of us. Newcastle lose to us. That's great. We knocked West Ham out the cup. We beat Brighton. We beat Brentford. We also beat Palace. We draw against Arsenal as well, another top 6 kind of rival. So it could be worse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're 2nd or 3rd in the league at this point. It is about to be January. Let's have a look at the league. We are 2nd by 8 points. Liverpool at the top of the league on 50 points after there have been 20 games played. They've won 16 of their games, drawn 2 and lost 2. So those draws, we need to be converting those draws into wins in the second part of this season. Do we need one superstar additional signing? So we're here on the 2nd of January now, and I have noticed that the computer is actually playing Phil Jones from time to time. Now, I can't afford that. I can't afford Phil Jones to be playing any matches, and I've tried to ship him off about 10 times, and he just can't agree a contract with any club. So therefore, I am going to be bold, be brave, and actually just release Phil Jones. It's going to cost us 1.95 million, but I don't really care. I just need him gone. What I also am going to do at the beginning of this month is actually recall Axel Tuanzebe. If anybody's going to get game time as our 5th choice centre-back, it's going to have to be a young upcoming player. And Tuanzebe, actually, it surprised me that he's 24 there, but still, he's going to be the one who's going to come in now and be that 5th choice ahead of Phil Jones, which is a lot more... it's less unsettling, let's say that. So it doesn't really impact us too much, but one of our young players, Dylan Hugoverth, has been sold for 680k. Wow, okay. Looks like Victor Lindelof had a £38.5 million release clause that has been met by SL Benfica, so that almost kind of dictates to us where or what position our final signing will be in. So I think we're basically going to have to now look for an additional centre-back. That's a lot of money though, so that could help. Oh, okay. First of all, that's broken down. So Benfica are not going to get themselves Lindelof. His release clause was met by Everton now, so let's see if he can get a contract agreed with them. Oh, okay, apparently it worked out with Everton, so I don't know if Benfica just weren't offering him the money that he wanted, but Everton were, and we are going to get 35 mil added to our transfer budget. Good stuff. So overall now, we have £110 million, which we can probably move up a little bit more towards 112 if we need it. That is going to be a world-class player, to say the least, if we use all that money. Oh my God. Would you look who it is? Bro, this is tactical, I swear. Because Liverpool are several points clear at the top of the league right now. How do you weaken Liverpool? You're still Virgil, you're still Salah, or you're still someone like Mane. We've taken their captain. I think he's their captain, or he might be their vice-captain. Might be Henderson who's the captain. But we've taken their best player, pretty much. Their centre-back, their leader, their idol, and we've taken him off of our rivals. Guys, welcome for 105 million to Manchester, Virgil van Dijk. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments. So then, 9 hours left of transfer deadline day before we finalise our squad for the season. This is how the boys are looking. Pretty much everybody is near a 90 rating. I can't describe to you how good this team is. Our bench players are all low to mid 80s. Harry Maguire now on the bench. Richarlison, Martial, Greenwood. Even down in the reserves, we've got some fantastic players. We've got McTominay, Lingard, Eric Bailly. I mean, this team should be illegal. Let's be honest. And there's a reason for it. And there's a reason we took Virgil van Dijk off of Liverpool as well. They are 11 points clear with only 15 games of the season to go. So we've got to have an 11-point swing on Liverpool plus goal difference in order to win this title. We are doing well in some of the trophies, but still, this is huge. So that's it. Transfer window closed. We have no more business to do. You guys have just seen the squad. How did we do on the pitch in Jan? Well, we started off really badly, a bit of a weird one. And remember when we lost to Leeds on the first game of the season and I was like, we can't really afford any more of those? Well, that's the second now. An away loss, or a home loss, sorry, to Wolves. We did then go on to beat Southampton in the Cup and then got our revenge on Wolves in the Cup, 3-0. And then we beat everybody else that we came up against in that month. It wasn't particularly difficult though. I mean, we got a 1-0 win against West Ham. They're a good team, but nobody big. No Chelseas, no Cities, no Liverpools, that sort of thing. This month, however, we do have Liverpool in what I believe to be a cup final. amongst Barcelona in the knockouts of the Champions League as well. So this could be the biggest month so far. Guys, I think that's it. We can't afford to be drawing to Southampton and Leeds. We also lost to Barcelona in the round of 16 first leg in the Champions League. That could be us. That month could have put the nail in the coffin in our season. I really don't think we can bounce back from this now. 2 draws against Southampton and Leeds in the league. It's not good enough. I don't think we can do it now unless we win literally every single game from now until the end of the season. And even then, I think it's going to be tough. We now do have, I believe, a cup final, though, against Liverpool in the EFL Cup, which is the League Cup. So, as a little treat, we're going to go and we won't play it, but we'll quick sim it to see what these boys can do. Are we going to get the win against Liverpool? It's going to be a 2-1 win, so we do get some silverware. We might be pulling this back. And then, wow, March. I mean, look at that. We've got Chelsea, then City, then Barca. And we pretty much have to win them all. I mean, this is the FA Cup to start things off. We win that. We have to win this away at the Etihad as well. And we do. And then we have to get revenge on Barca, which we do. Okay. This could be turning around nicely. Oh, no. And it's not. I mean, we beat Chelsea 3-0 in the FA Cup. In the next round, we lose 3-2 to Leicester. I mean, at least we're through the Champions League. We also took a draw off Liverpool, which we've only taken 1 point off them this season, and we're chasing them. They're the team that we need to catch. So, a bit annoying we couldn't beat them, but at least we didn't lose, and then we do win 3-1 against Watford. I still think it's going to be very difficult to win the league. Champions League, now we know we can beat Barca, that might be alive. And it very much is, but as we tick through April, why are we drawing against Norwich? As we tick through April, guys, we beat Spurs. Look who we've been drawn against in the next round of the Champions League. It's Liverpool. We've stolen Van Dijk off them, and now we face them in the Champions League. Let's see what we can do in this first leg here. We got Arsenal next. We win against them, and then we lose at Old Trafford in the first leg against Liverpool. Oh dear. Which means we have to, I don't know about this Brentford score, but we have to win now away, and we don't. Liverpool have knocked us out of the Champions League, and we stole Van Dijk off them. Liverpool, how can you do that to us? How? Oh my word. And it's mathematically impossible for us to catch them in the league. And this Manchester United rebuild season 1 has been ruined by Liverpool, our arch rivals, who were the whole reason we did this rebuild. In real life, Manchester United lost 5-0 to Liverpool at Old Trafford, which inspired this rebuild, and we still can't get the better of them after signing Van Dijk off of them, and we signed Kimmich, Neuer and Richarlison. What do you want? What do you want, Liverpool? So let's play these last 2 games, guys. We're going to play Palace just to end things off. We lose 3-0 to Chelsea. That's salt in the wounds. All right, let's play this last game then against Crystal Palace to finish off the episode. Have a look at if this team underachieved on the sim or if I made the wrong choices. I mean, look at it. On a glance, no way is that the wrong choices. Look at that team. Okay, so this is how we're going to line up. We've got a good Crystal Palace team ahead of us. They've signed Gary Winks. They've signed Harry Winks, which is a good little signing for them. Don't know about that centre-back, Izquierdoz. I've never heard of him. They've got a good front 3, Raksaki, Edouard and Zaha. But our team, it's just disgusting. We should be winning this. Let's see what this Man United team we've assembled can do in the game. Here we go then, guys. I want you to all put your score predictions for this final game in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. And also get Red Vibe 2 to 100 subscribers. Please, please. We're on 94 subscribers at the moment. We're 6 away. I know you can get there. But onto the football now. Come on. Will Hughes tries a little ball down the right. It's inside to Raksaki. Turns. Here's Kelly. Raksaki and Edouard linking up now. And we do get there through Rafa. Is that a pen? I literally didn't even press tackle. And we've given a pen away in the first 2 minutes of playing the game with this Manchester United team we've assembled. Oh my God. I literally didn't even press the tackle button. He just ran into him. He just ran into him. And they've got a pen. All right. What can you do, Manuel Neuer? Please do something special, my guy. Please. Look at that. He wants you to do something special, Neuer. Please do. We're going to go right. And they've hit the bar. Let's get that away. Well done, Virgil. All right. We got let off the hook there. Here's Kimmich. Fernandes. We're linking up here. Fernandes in a bit of space through the middle. Out wide. Sancho. He's going to shoot. Blocked in the box. Pen, that's up. If the first one's a pen, that's a pen. Surely game. All right, we don't get it. Let's move on. Rashford, Kimmich, inside. Ronaldo, off to Pogba, into the box with Sancho. There's the goal from the Wonder Kid. The English legendary, well, I don't know where I'm going with this. Jadon Sancho, he's a good player, isn't he? He's really good at football. Oh, look at that. Jadon Sancho, cool as ice. We take a 1-0 lead. Let off the hook by that penalty which hit the bar from Palace, and we string together a nice little move there. And Pogba was the man who grabbed the assist for Jadon Sancho, who uses that lethal left foot to spank one into the bottom corner past, I think that's Gaeta in goal. 1-0. There's ice in those veins, isn't there? Okay, let's keep going. We should be getting more goals than this. Chance here, again for Palace. Mitchell gives the ball away to Varane. Kimmich gives the ball away to Winks. Here's Zaha, gives the ball away to Varane. Let's try again, boys. Fernandes linking up with Rashford. Use that pace. Use that pace. Use that pace. Get past him. Beat him. Come on, Rashford. Doesn't. How are you getting done by Kelly? Here's Manuel Neuer on a little run. Why not? Comes all the way to the halfway line before giving it to Luke Shaw. Chips it back. Oh, Hughes is there ahead of Bruno Fernandes. It's half-time. We've only got the one goal. We've had some chances, but so have Crystal Palace, to be fair, and they've probably had some of the better chances, including a penalty. That man right there, though, Jadon Sancho, a player we inherited on this save, a player that already exists at Man United. We didn't sign him, but he's been the difference so far. A goal in the 13th minute, and Manchester United currently with a narrow lead here. Uh-oh, Edouard. Is he going to release the man on the right, which is, I think, Raksaki? He is. Press him, close him down. Chance here with Kelly into Winks in too much space. We get the tackling with Kimmich. Let's counter, boys. Let's counter. Come on. Bruno Fernandes. Sancho. He's just about going to outpace Izquierdo's. I think he's in there. Sancho for the second goal of the game. It's a great save by Gaeta. Should have buried that, Sancho. What a chance that was for us. How did he not score that? It was across the keeper. No, really good save, to be fair. Really good save. Corner ball. In comes the corner then. Oh, Conor Gallagher's going to come on for them, but in comes the corner. Bruno Fernandes whips it in. That's a good one. And Ronaldo's there off the bar, off the keeper. Varane turns, shoots. And it's not enough to get the second goal for Man United. We are the better of the two sides in this second half. Bruno Fernandes. Out to... Oh, he's done him. Look at that from Rashford. Sure can't return the favour, but we still got it. It's Bruno Fernandes. Little pass inside to Ronaldo. Bang! And it's out for another corner. Fernandes floats in a corner. Who's going to win the header? It's Van Dijk off the line. We are putting all sorts of pressure on Palace now. It's Varane. He's got no long shots in his game, has he? Kimmich to Ronaldo. And out to Rashford, who gets tackled by Kelly. Kelly's having a really good game. He's been nowhere near the starting 11, really, in real life for Palace. Another corner comes in, Van Dijk's up, and it's over. Benteke on the pitch now. Van Dijk with the pass to Sancho. Sancho has been good in this game. Gets this little 1-2 off potentially. Oh, he's got there as well. And we're going to pass it unselfishly for Ronaldo. We probably should have... Oh, the second one's not gone in either. We probably should have just shot with Sancho. And Van der Beek, always talking to the manager, isn't he? Always. He's always on the bench. That's the problem. Great tackle. Okay, Bruno Fernandes, you've got to pick the right pass here, mate. You haven't, though. Oh, my word. Right, Alex Telles, the new fresh substitute. Richarlison, Rashford, out to Alex Telles. It's a pen. No, it's not. I just want to see the full-time whistle go now because I want the 3 points. Not that it's going to win us the title, but I want to know that we've assembled the right team here. We might get another chance here. It's Bruno Fernandes coming forward. Bruno Fernandes inside to Richarlison. Tries the through ball, and I think that was Pogba coming in for it, but it ends up 1-0 as there goes the full-time whistle. And that, guys, is a 1-0 win for Manchester United. There's the captain of Palace. A little bit disappointed. They had some good chances, particularly in the first half. But then we just sort of sabotaged their net and we just couldn't get the goal. Yeah, overall, good display. Richarlison didn't have the impact we wanted coming off the bench, but he didn't get that much time to really make his impact, to be fair. Sancho was the man of the match with the goal that made the difference, and Pogba was the man who provided the assist for him. So overall, impressed. We got the 3 points. Guys, we've built a great team, haven't we? And there we go. Final standings. Liverpool win the league. by 8 points. And they got better goal difference than us as well. City and Leicester making up the top 4. West Ham ahead of Arsenal there in 5th. Chelsea had a terrible season. They finished down in 9th. Who went down? Spurs in 12th, by the way, there. That is unbelievable. Going down was Crystal Palace, so that's why they were so up for it in that game just then, because they were fighting for survival and we've just sent them down. That's Charlton sent you down, and now Manchester United have sent you down as well, Palace. Brentford and Norwich, the other 2 teams joining them in the Championship. Who was our top scorer this season then? It was Ronaldo, unsurprisingly, with 34 goals. He didn't get his normal ratios though. 18 in 37 in the Premier League, with 5 in the Champions League in 12. Rashford was next. He actually got more goals than Ronaldo in the league with 32 overall. Bruno Fernandes was next, and then Sancho, Pogba, etc. Assists-wise, it was Bruno Fernandes, unsurprisingly, who got 19 in all competitions, and Rashford and Sancho, Kimmich as well, not too far off with their contributions. So second in the league. In the FA Cup, we were eliminated in the quarter-finals against Leicester, who actually didn't even go on to win it. Wow, that's a really weird bunch of teams in the semi-finals. Quite cool, actually, that some different teams are in there. Crystal Palace ended up winning that, and the season that they actually got relegated against Burnley in the final. Well done to them. It has to be said, though, it is... When you see Crystal Palace have won that, and then you look at our squad, it's an opportunity missed, isn't it? I can't believe we've not won that ahead of those 2 teams that made the final. Leicester knocking us out of that one. We did, though, actually get some silverware this year with a 2-1 win, and it was against Liverpool in the final of the Carabao Cup, so at least that's a little bit of... It's just a bit bittersweet, isn't it? Because Liverpool done us in every other competition, but we actually did beat them in the final, at least, this season. So that would have been good for the fans. However, I mean... It's nothing that they couldn't have done without all the extra signings that I made, so it's a bit of a silver lining, if I'm honest. And this is where it really matters, by the way, where PSG beat Liverpool in the final. We managed to get to the semis, where we lost 3-2 on aggregate, and yeah, Liverpool didn't even win it, so what was the point of beating us if you're not even going to get the trophy? Oh dear. All right, guys, I want you to let me know what you think of the squad that I've assembled and of our season. Of course, it's obvious that we underachieved. In terms of the signings, what would you have done differently, guys? We signed Neuer, we signed Kimmich, we signed Van Dijk, and we signed Richarlison. Those were the 4 players we went for. Could you have done better after watching this video? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really enjoying these rebuilds. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as well. Turn notifications on so you don't miss a video. We're getting towards a stage now where we can do almost daily uploads. So you're going to be seeing a lot more content coming from me. More rebuilds, more Charlton career mode, and more streams as well. And guys, get Red Vibe 2 up to 100 subscribers. Please, I know you can do it. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you later.